Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Stacking Triggers, a podcast about magical cardboard. I'm Caleb, and I host, along with...
I'm Bill, and I'm just here.
Bill's just happy to be here. I'm Dan, and I'm sort of happy to be here.
Why only sort of, Dan?
I don't know. I'm just miserable all the time. That's what it comes down to.
Why would you be miserable when you can be magical?
Uh-huh.
The game isn't dying, shut up.
I mean, it's not, and every time, like, a new product gets released or announced for release, everyone's like, game's dead. Been a fun game, everybody.
Since 1995, 96, been a fun game.
I don't know. What if the game's kind of always been dead?
I don't know. Post Malone himself is going to keep the game alive.
Listen, I do like that they're trying to pull celebrities in. I think it's hilarious.
All right, let's talk about Mr. Beast. I don't know much about the fellow. I'm sure that he's a very nice person. It just, the whole Mr. Beast thing, hey, come win money by playing Arena, and while they divert money into that by cutting their creator program and shunning everybody who's part of the Magic creator community. It's very shitty and proves that Wizards has no idea how to reach their customer base.
I mean, you can't fault Mr. Beast for it, though.
No, like I said, I'm sure he's a very nice young man, but
I think he's the same age as
but Wizards,
us.
Why? Why does Wizards hate its customers and it's the community around the game? Which, to be fair, I hate the community for the most part.
I said this on our other podcast, but basically, and I have no other better term for this, it's battered wife syndrome. You just, Wizards keep slapping you in the face and spitting at you and calling you names, and you just are like, but Wizards, I love you. I remember how good you used to be, and I still believe there's that man inside of you.
I don't know if it's Wizards that everybody's in love with, or if it's just the heart of the cards.
More like the heart of my ass. Come on, heart of the cards. This is useless.
I did speak to some of the youth today. Younger than 15. And they were talking Pokemon cards, and I was like, "Oh, awesome! You guys have all these cool Pokemon cards. Do you guys actually play the game?" And they're like, "No, we just collect the cards."
Yeah, nobody plays the Pokemon TCG.
It's true.
Really? Nobody plays it? Oh.
Yeah. Why would you?
Yeah. There is almost no active player base for Pokemon. It's purely a collectible. That said, the TCG's kind of fun. It just, I don't know, there's not a huge amount of depth to it. I don't know, I started getting into it a little bit with my nephew and then segued him into Magic, and he thought that was way more fun and interesting.
That just surprises me that, these cards are just so damn expensive.
Dude, the market for collectibles is super fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Novel coronavirus.
I wonder if I still have my old Pokemon cards.
I know
I fucking wish I did. I had a foil first edition Vileplume from the Jungle expansion, and that card is worth $400 now.
I'm talking about when I was in middle school, I had a foil Venusaur, all kinds of cards. Back when there was only 150. Back in my day.
Well, I don't know if there's only 150 cards, but...
Well, 150 Pokemon.
Okay, sure.
But, I'm wondering where that got to now, because that stuff has to be worth some money. If it's in good enough condition.
As per usual, I have a shoebox full of it. What condition are they in? But I remember at one point my family was like, "Hey, your one cousin's trying to get into Pokemon. Why don't you give him your cards so he can learn?" And I'm like, First of all, no, because those cards are going to be worth something in a very short amount of time. I was right. That was like 5 years ago. And second of all, he was a stupid kid learning about the game where those cards aren't even fucking legal anymore.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he doesn't need them.
No. The last time I gave a kid something of mine to play with was my Game Boy Advance. It was the Arctic White version, which was the best version, except for the clamshell, of course. But I gave it to this kid because my parents were like, hey, he wants to play video games, just let him play on your fucking Game Boy Advance. I'm like, okay, fine. Several hours later, I'm like, where the fuck is my Game Boy Advance? Well, I find it stashed in my old toy bin underneath everything with the screen fucking shattered.
Cool. Kids
That's
are
great.
shitty.
So, in case you're wondering, and this is back when I was like 11 or 12. So, in case you're wondering why I don't share my shit, that's why.
Did you beat that kid up?
No, I discovered it after he had left, and I got pissed at my parents. I was like, look at what he did. They didn't buy me a new one for a while, so I was pretty fucking furious because they were the ones who were like, hey, do this. This is a nice thing you can do.
Well, being nice got you nowhere.
Yeah, so no wonder I'm miserable anymore.
Yeah. Don't let children touch anything. Make them play with sticks and rocks and use their imagination like I did. And I turned out perfectly fine.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
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 Thank you, guys. Hey, let's discuss a topic.
Okay. I mean, we kind of brought it up, but how product is ruining, like new product is ruining the game. And Wizards decided they're going to release a bunch of new Secret Lairs.
Oh boy, I'm so excited to talk about Secret Lairs.
All right, I feel like we should start with everyone's favorite. Everyone likes these, or at least like the two people on this podcast who matter like these. It's the Our Show is on Friday, Can You Make It bundle.
This is the good, like, I'm not going to buy it, but this is the one that I would consider buying.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is what the Secret Lair product line is for, which is just existing cards that have, like, interesting, new, like, creative art. Just to add something cool to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, these are, like, cards based on, like, concert posters?
Yeah, shitty indie band posters.
Yeah. So, like, the ones in the set are Decree of Pain, Gamble, Nature's Lore, Preordain, and Wrath of God. The Wrath of God is really cool, because it has, like a girl summoning, like, a fiery-looking eye in front of her,
Mm-hmm.
and then standing next to her is Baphomet.
I did order this because this is what I want.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
You would.
Well, no, like
did you just say you were going to cool it for a while?
well, okay, so yes, but also this comes out on my birthday. So
Happy birthday.
the sale ends on May 28th and the product doesn't ship until my birthday, which is August 25th.
Takes a lot to print that cardboard.
Sure. But like I like this. I want to see more like this. Where it's like these.
My favorite one is Nature's Lore.
Yeah. Like all of the these look like indie band art shows that I've been to before. Like this is exactly the feel, and I kind of miss that through the pandemic. So I want this kind of thing where they go way off the wall for what their card design normally is and do this instead.
Yeah. The one this reminds me a lot of is one of the Secret Lairs that I did buy, which was called Prime Slime, which is where I got my Mimeoplasm from. But it was all like ooze themed cards, and there was like one artist. The fuck's the dude's name? It's like Wizard of Barge.
Wizard
is the
of
artist
Booze.
that they commissioned to do all of them. This
The
cowardly
Wizard of
lion got
Booze.
his courage from the Wizard of Booze. But no, like they're all just like neat art versions of cards.
Now, Bill, I haven't asked for your opinion. Is this the best version of the Secret Lairs, or is there something else that you prefer incorrectly?
I can tell you the one that I fucking hate, and it's probably the one that Bill's gonna say that he likes a lot.
Okay, well, I want to hear from Bill first.
All right. So I will say, yes, the one you guys have picked is definitely the best.
Okay.
The one that I like, aside from that, would be the full text lands.
Okay, you're an idiot.
Yeah, let's pay $6 per basic land to have one each of a basic land that just doesn't have any art.
Oh,
This
no.
is.
I get it. It's a terrible product.
It's,
I'm not going to buy it.
Okay, it's stupid, and in theory, I like it. But
yes, in theory, I like it.
It just smacks of we're wizards and fuck you, you're gonna give us money.
I wish they would come out with the card itself, just as a not secret layer, like as part of a just a set, like just
It's
a
never
land
gonna
you can
happen.
open up in a pack.
Yeah,
I think that would be
I
great.
mean, if they did that, you wouldn't spend money on it because it's an exclusive, and you're gonna feel bad about missing out.
Right.
Oh, I don't feel bad about not buying it.
Yeah,
You don't, but someone does.
but and if you really like the full text lands, why don't you get a bundle of 10 of the drop for $240?
Yep.
So that you can have 10 each.
Yeah,
For some reason.
Nope. I said to you guys, as soon as I saw those prices of more than $50, I was like, nope, scrolling down to where it's affordable.
Well, so I mean, let's be fair here. The bundles are at least like you're getting multiple of these secret lairs. Do you want multiple of them? I don't know. It's up to you. And they're giving you a quote unquote deal on them. Like, you save $60 on the Voracious Reader bundle, which is 10 of the secret lairs, which apparently isn't like they don't just have like a 10 secret lair package. They would send you 10 secret lair packages for the land.
Wait. So instead of just bundling everything up into one box,
Yes.
you get 10 separate secret layer boxes.
Yes.
Each containing the 5 lands.
Yes.
That is correct. Yeah, you get a bundle of 10 of the secret lair, which is the box with the thing in it.
How lazy can you be?
Yeah, they don't even change the packaging. And also it's like horrible for the environment
Oh,
because it's like,
100%.
hey, take this giant box of packaging. I just hate this product line. Like,
Sure.
I don't know. Like I said, there's things that I like about it, but like, I don't know. If you're gonna sell singles to me, fucking just let me buy singles. Let me buy one card, and then just
Yeah.
like put it in an envelope and send it to my house.
Yeah. I mean, there's other stuff too. I mean, we have like showcase Strixhaven cards, like in like the
Yeah,
Mystical
so-
Archive set or like format.
Showcase Strixhaven is kind of interesting because they did the same thing with Zendikar Rising. They did a Secret Lair drop where it was like landfall cards that weren't part of the Zendikar Rising set, but they used like the Zendikar Rising showcase frame, so there was a really cool Avenger of Zendikar in it. So they kind of do the same thing. They take some other cards that like they could have just put in the Mystic Archive, but instead, because they know you're gonna buy it, they do like the same treatment and put them in here. So the one that like, and to be completely clear, like I said, like I am not going to buy this. I might consider picking up a copy of the All Is Dust from this on the secondary market. So All Is Dust is a pretty cool board wipe. It is 7 generic for a tribal sorcery Eldrazi. Each player sacrifices all permanents they control that are 1 or more colors.
Basically, anytime I see Eldrazi, I just go, "Yeah, this is going to be a stupid card."
They're so expensive, though. I don't know. The other cards in the Strixhaven showcase are Artifact, Mutation, Drown in the Lock, which actually has some pretty cool art on it. Fire Covenant, Fractured Identity, Fracturing Gust, and that's it.
Yeah. So, like, that's the only other one I'd consider buying, but, like, it's the Mystic Archive art. Like, I just feel like if you really wanted to, just put them in the Mystic Archive.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to support that. Like I said, I want to support the massive difference in art style than them continuing to do what they've already done.
Man, they went all out on lands with this, didn't they?
Well, yeah, they did. The other thing is, like, the culture shocks. So they have one for each Alara shard. So, like, for instance, Culture Shocks Naya. It's the 3 shock lands that are in Naya colors. So you get a Sacred Foundry, a Temple Garden, and a Stomping Ground. Which, like, for $30, let me pull up TCG Player here real quick.
So you're getting 3 cards?
Well, hold on.
Yeah, well, these are modern, like, mana-based staples, though. So, like, let me just, as a for instance, look up Temple Garden. Temple Garden is about a $10 card. It's, like, I mean, it's about what you would be paying on the secondary market. Yeah. And you just get a bundle of the shock lands that are in that set.
Man.
Lands are fucking expensive, dude.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Sacred Foundry is about $15 to $20. What's the other one? Stomping Ground. Stomping Ground's about, depending on printing, about 10 to 20. So if you buy Culture Shocks Naya as opposed to just buying each of the shock lands individually on the secondary market, you'll pay about the same, or possibly save like $10.
Right.
But like, it's fine. If I don't think anybody plays Modern anymore. So, who cares? People will get these and they'll put them in their commander decks.
Or you could get 4 of these Super Shock bundles, which has all 5 of them. So you would get, your 4 copies of every shock land for $580.
Well, wait, doesn't the Super Shock bundle?
Does it have a playset?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You get 4 of them. And so you get your 4 Naya shock, or your 4 Alara shock lands.
Okay, I was confused by the product description here. Okay. So the Super Shock bundle, it says context, 1 Culture Shocks Bant, 1 Culture Shocks Esper. I thought at first it just said 1 of each of the lands, and I was like, so you get 3 and that's $30, but then you get 5 and that's $120. But I misread it. It's like if you buy the Super Shock bundle, you actually get...
Oh, you're bringing up a good point that I didn't think of, because I'm looking at this now, and like a lot of these are duplicate. Like you actually could only order 2 of them?
So you would get 15 shock lands in the Super Shock bundle.
And then you would only have to buy like 3 of these?
Yeah, so you would get what? 3 of each?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then you don't have to...
That's so weird.
Well, the way... It's weird, but it makes sense. Like, but you'd have to pick like 3 specific of the Culture Shock individuals in order to get your full play set of all 4 without duplicating. Yeah. I don't know what that combination would be, but that would then make it, 120 plus another 90, so 210? 210 gets you full play sets? That's, considering they're about $10
I don't know,
a
the
piece.
shock lands are pretty good.
Yeah, $10 a piece, and 20 lands, 10 to 15 a piece? Yeah, it's about the same price. So it's up to you if you just want like this new alt artwork.
Fucking reprint fetches into standard, you pieces of shit.
Oh god.
Or you can get the main event bundle, which contains all 5 of the culture shocks, full text lands foil. Our show is on Friday. Can you make it? Showcase Strixhaven and Showcase Strixhaven Foil Edition for $260 to prove that your parents fucked up.
You're missing the most important part. You get an Arena redemption code for a Showcase Strixhaven themed sleeve.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
Oh my god.
May be available later for separate purchase in MTG Arena.
Oh, so you could just wait it out and they'll make it available to buy.
Yeah.
You guys want to know something? I haven't played Arena in like 3 weeks, and it's been wonderful.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, I've been doing my dailies.
I'm free at this point, and I don't know if I'll ever go back.
Yeah, now that Bill and I have physical cards, you're just like, I could just play games with them.
I can scratch the itch with actual cardboard. And that's good.
Yeah. Anything else anyone wants to say about the Secret Lairs? Like I said, there's only one product I'm interested in. I want to support that product and that kind of style, so I purchased said product because I want to see more like it.
I'm not buying it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I have purchased 3 Secret Lairs. One of them was like the first batch of Secret Lairs they did, called Seeing Visions, which it's 4 copies of Serum Visions with different art. They're all really cool. I actually have them hanging up in my living room framed, and I printed out the art for Cyclonic Rift and arranged them in front of it and framed it up. Looks real cool. And then I got the Prime Slime, which I just finished putting together my Mimeoplasm Commander deck. And all of those cards are in there. And then I bought Black is Magic.
Yeah.
Because I really want that Ponder. And it supports a good cause.
I was going to say, that would be the only one I would buy because it supports a cause.
There was another one that benefited a charity, but honestly, I wonder how much of it, the purchase price actually goes to the charity.
Yeah, I was going to say, do they give that breakdown? But it doesn't sound like they made it easy.
They're definitely making a profit on it. Because, putting together a Secret Lair and, printing it and sending it to the public, each one they've maybe got, $1 or $2 in, and they're selling them for $40. So, I don't know, for $40 they could give 10 to charity and pocket 30, which is probably what they're doing.
Yeah, but then don't they also get the government tax breaks for donating to charities? So it's they didn't. It's like they didn't actually donate, but they did. Yeah. I mean, the money still goes to a place, which is great.
It's free real estate.
Okay, so they did announce, and I heard the prof talking about this, they did announce how much money went to their charity. So, which was called Black Girls Code.
Black Girls Code, yeah.
They officially earned $946,625 for Black Girls Code.
That's pretty awesome.
That is good.
I don't have a breakdown of what that percentage is. I think Prof said it was 25% roughly of that. So they still sold $4 million worth of product off of that in theory, or made a profit of $400 million, which is crazy.
Dang. I mean, I'm happy that the cause got the money. I don't know. It feels like, even though the money was given, the company really didn't give anything up.
Yeah.
That's just me.
It's fine that, I don't know. We can get into a debate about capitalism, but, corporations exist for profit. The only thing they really have to give a shit about is, pleasing their shareholders. So,
right.
I understand that they're going to attempt to make money.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know.
I just like the cards.
Yeah. We have 2 catchphrases on this podcast. 1, I just like the card, and 2, reading the card explains the card.
Which we can't really claim that as our catchphrase because that came from Tolarian Community College.
Not sure.
But hey, it's my turn to do a deck tech.
Sure is.
Let's hear it.
I'm going to talk about another commander deck, and it's one that I just finished brewing, and I have to now assemble all of the cards, which means I have to pour more money into the secondary market. Woo, please be gentle. So, I made a big frog meme deck. I'm using Yargle, Glutton of Urborg. The title of the deck is Yargle My Balls.
I love it.
So Yargle is a legendary creature frog spirit. He's 4 and a black for a 9/3 legendary creature with no abilities. So he's just a big vanilla beater. So with his high power, and basically that's all he's good at. It's a Voltron deck. So basically, you're gonna try to strap him up with a bunch of equipment and enchantments and stuff that makes him tougher, and try to swing in and win through commander damage. So in Commander, if your commander does 21 or more points of combat damage to an opponent, they lose the game. So with his 9 power, if we can buff that up to 11, he can kill somebody in 2 hits. And of course, we try to hack the game a little bit, give him unblockable or infect, or, punish people for trying to block him, various things, give him trample. So, yeah. This is the first deck brew that I've done and, tried to adhere to the Command Zone's, updated template for commander decks. So it should play fairly quickly. I've got, I think, 12 or so card draw, 10 or 12 ramp, mostly artifact based because we're in mono black. But I do have some things like dark rituals and various things like that.
Mm-hmm.
The cool thing about this is there's, aside from Yargle, there are 3 creatures in the deck. So we have Brass Squire, who is a 1/3 artifact creature mirror for 3. And he just has tap, attach target equipment you control to target creature you control. So he can help us cheat equip costs for our equipment. Then we've got a Burnished Heart so that we can get more lands. And we've got Shriekmaw because when he enters the battlefield, he can destroy a non-artifact, non-black creature. So he's also part of our removal suite. I am running a pretty heavy removal suite in this, so I have Murder, Corrupt, let's see, Feed the Swarm, which is just a really neat card from Zendikar Rising. It's the black removal that can hit an enchantment, which is something that black couldn't do for a long time, and now it can, and everybody's scared. And then I have some stuff that's just kind of good on its own. So I have Army of the Damned, which is 5 black for a sorcery to create 13 tapped 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. And then it has flashback for 7 black. So this is kind of an emergency ripcord. If I'm just getting wildly outpaced, I can just dump a bunch of shitty blockers onto the field, and then block with them after a turn cycle goes, because they're all tapped.
Right.
In a similar slot, I have From Under the Floorboards, which is 3 black, to create 3 tapped 2/2 black zombie creature tokens and gain 3 life. But it also has Madness for X black. So if its Madness cost is paid, instead of creating 3 of those zombies and gaining 3 life, you create X of those tokens and gain X life.
Sorry, when you say under the floorboards, I always think of the SpongeBob episode where Mr. Krabs gifts SpongeBob the extremely squeaky boots, and then he steals them, and then he hides them under the floorboards, and then he goes mad.
The telltale boots.
Yeah, the telltale boots, and then he starts going mad, and he like breaks open the floorboard, and he's like, "They're here under the floorboards!" And then he dunks them in fucking fry oil. They shrivel up, and then he eats them.
Yeah, that's such a great episode. We also have like some things to, like I said, just generate value. So there's a couple board wipes in here. I have Black Sun Zenith in Garrick's Wake and the Veneral's Disc from my board wipe suite. And then if we manage to wipe the board and we want to try to grab some quick value and try to win through a non-Yargle path, I've got Rise of the Dark Realms, which is 7 black for a sorcery. Put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control.
Oh yeah, that card
seems pretty good. And then Grave Betrayal, which is 5 black for an enchantment. Whenever a creature you don't control dies, return it to the battlefield under your control with an additional +1/+1 counter on it at the beginning of the next end step. That creature is a black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. So I can kind of augment my own forces by stealing everybody else's stuff when it dies. And then to disincentivize people from attacking me, because I'm only going to have usually one creature on the board and it's going to be attacking, so I'll be unable to block. I've got Marchesa's Decree, which is 3 and a black for an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you become the Monarch. And the Monarch is a special token that you get that just, if you're the Monarch, at the beginning of your end step, you draw a card. And whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, its controller becomes the Monarch.
Mm-hmm.
Monarch's a pretty cool mechanic. But Marchesa's Decree also has, whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, that creature's controller loses 1 life. And then the big thing, which is also, I think, the most expensive card in the deck, which is a disincentive to attack, is No Mercy, which is 2 black for an enchantment. Whenever a creature successfully deals damage to you, destroy it.
Oh.
So this combos with Grave Betrayal. So if I have both, if a creature attacks and hits me, I get it. I get the boy.
You get the boy.
And then just because I thought it might be relevant against certain decks, I threw in Tainted Remedy, which is 2 and a black for an enchantment. If an opponent would gain life, that player loses that much life instead. So like I said, this is all about swinging in with Yargle and trying to win with that. So let's talk about stuff that can pump Yargle. First is Blessing of Leeches, which is 2 and a black for an aura. You may play Blessing of Leeches anytime you could play an instant. So it's got flash. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life, and then pay 0, regenerate enchanted creature. So each turn you lose a life to have it on him, but you can regenerate Yargle every time that he would die, which is pretty good. Skeletal Grimace is another aura you can staple onto him, which has enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has black regenerate this creature. Regeneration is going to be relevant because we've only got 1 creature. Also, Ring of Zathrid, which is an equipment. Pay 2, regenerate equipped creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 counter on the equipped creature if it's black. Spoilers, it is. So if Yargle has this, he will be able to regenerate for 2, and he'll get stronger every turn. Then we've got Basilisk Collar, equipped creature has Death Touch and Lifelink. Black Blade Reforged, equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control. Cathar's Shield, which is a 0-cost equipment that equips for 3, but it has equipped creature has +0, +3, and has vigilance. So this will kind of cover Yargle's low toughness and let him attack and block. Darksteel Plate, which is an equipment for 3 and equips for 2. Darksteel Plate is indestructible. Equipped creature is indestructible. Fire Shrieker, equipped creature has double strike. Grafted Exoskeleton, equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has infect. Haunted Cloak, equipped creature has vigilance, trample, and haste. Mask of Memory, when equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw 2 cards. If you do, discard a card. So basically, also Sword of the Animist, which gives equipped creature +1/+1, and when it attacks, you can search your library for a basic land and put it onto the battlefield tapped. So it also ramps you. And then, this is also, I decided to put in my copy of Trusty Machete, which is autographed by Danny Trejo.
Okay.
I love it.
So yeah, you just, staple as much shit as onto Yargle as you can and try to get in there. This does have one other kind of sneaky way to win that's not Yargle related. So we're running a few different tutors. So I've got Behold the Beyond, which is a sorcery that lets you discard your hand and search your library for 3 cards and put those in your hand. And then Besiege the Queen, Diabolic Tutor, and I think there's another one. Dark Petition. So not like the real good tutors. Like, I don't own a copy of Demonic Tutor. Dan, stop asking. I know you have one. You bastard.
Yeah,
but
suck it.
We can find pieces that we need. But like the really exciting one is Behold the Beyond. So you get to discard your hand to tutor 3 cards out of your deck. So the 3 things that we're going to grab are Flayer Husk, Salvaging Station, and Krark Clan Ironworks. So Flayer Husk is an equipment that equipped creature gets +1/+1, but it also has Living Weapon. When this equipment enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 black germ creature token, then attach this to it. Krark Clan Ironworks has Sacrifice an Artifact, add 2 to your mana pool. And Salvaging Station has tap, return target non-creature artifact with converted mana cost 1 or less from your graveyard to play. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, you may untap Salvaging Station. So, with those 3 things on the battlefield, we can sacrifice the Flayer Husk to Krark Clan Ironworks, generating 2 mana. It goes to the graveyard, and the 0/0 germ, because it's not attached to the equipment, its toughness is 0, so it dies. We pay 1 mana to Salvaging Station, returning the Flayer Husk to the battlefield. Then we fucking do it again. This time, whenever the creature dies, it goes to the graveyard. Salvaging Station untaps. We do it over and over. Each time we do that, we net 1 mana. We get infinite mana. And then we cast Exsanguinate, which is X black. Each opponent loses X life, and you gain life equal to the life lost this way. So we do infinite damage to everybody and gain infinite life.
And then everybody's upset.
And then everyone's upset.
And then everybody quits being my friend. But, I don't know, like, Voltron is, for good reason, generally considered the weakest strategy in Commander. But I'm excited to try this out. It does have a couple little sneaky tricks. And, I don't know, I'm just proud of it. It's a big frog meme deck.
Are you going to play it tonight?
I am not, because as I said, I have to purchase the cards.
Oops.
But it seems pretty good, pretty efficient though. Like, my mana curve peaks at 2. Average mana cost in the deck is 3.6. So it should be pretty speedy. So yeah, that's it. The deck also contains this week's card of the week, which is Thysis, which is a black sorcery that will impress all of your friends when you manage to pronounce the name of it the first time. It is Phthis. So this is 3 and 4 black for a sorcery. Destroy target creature. Its controller loses life equal to its power plus its toughness. And then it has suspend 5 for 1 and a black. So you exile it with 5 time counters on it. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, you remove a counter from it. And when it has no counters on it, you cast it for free.
Mhm.
It's a big mana investment, but it's a creature removal spell that can just also serve as player removal. One of my first Commander games ever, I was playing my friend's Oro Ageless Ascetic. What the hell is it? Aloro? Ageless Ascetic, I think. Yeah, that's the guy. He's all about life gain. So I had 240 some life, and then I had some angel that its power and toughness were equal to my life total.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend, quote unquote, Jimmy, decided to cast Thysis on it. So I ended up taking 480 damage.
Yikes.
Big scares.
Yeah. And Thysis is also the disease that Yawgmoth was supposed to cure, that he ended up kind of turning that into his inspiration to create the Phyrexians. So it's relevant to lore.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay.
Mm-hmm. How can we help? That's it. That's the end of my long spiel.
All right. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you for listening. Make sure you do all the the social media stuff you get asked to do at the end of every fucking podcast. And in reality, follow our YouTube channel, which is also in the show notes. Everything's in the show notes. If you want to know anything about us, just fucking go to the show notes like a normal human being.
All of it's in the show notes. Show notes for 9,000 years. Nothing but show notes.
I wish I had show notes. Hey, let's stop doing the show so we can go play Commander.
Okay.
In response to you saying, okay, I bolt myself.